Hello, and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. My name is Adam. I'm the Community Manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, is FHM producer Jeff, who is not pictured on your screen. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with the 2017-2018 Detroit Red Wings. It's been 2 weeks since we last came at this, and we have dramatically changed the team, to say the least. We cut some players, let some players go. We made some trades. And if you remember and have watched last week's game, you would have noticed we accidentally missed the buyout. But to make up for that, we signed everybody else's buyout, I think. We're pretty close.
Yeah.
So taking a look.
So we've got
We'll look at the
Mark Stahl and Dolly Mata on defense.
and Matthias Ekholm.
Ekholm, yeah. Well, he was 2 stars. We'll see how that works out.
Better than what we had.
But yeah, I mean, we're not. I still don't know if we're going to make the playoffs this year, but we're looking a little bit better, and we got a lot of potential, especially with the high draft picks we had last year.
Yeah.
Nico Hischier and Liljegren.
So we traded up to grab Liljegren. We also signed Jonathan Bernier to back us up. Added Anthony Stolaires as another goaltending guy for us. As you said, signed Olli Mata. Signed Griffin Reinhart for some depth and Trevor Carrick for depth. Signed Mark Stahl. Re-signed Ryan Sproul. Signed a few draft picks. Signed Brendan Leipzig, Andrew Kopp.
Yeah, just some AHL roster filler too. A couple comments in chat. Good Creative. Hi, folks. Hi. Evil Man 2011. I have a complaint. It's 2017. You're playing at the Joe. Yeah, I think we can't update the arenas in an ongoing game yet, but it will be the new arena in FHM4.
Yes. We also made some trades. So we got rid of Danny DeKaiser's huge contract, shipped him off to Anaheim for a 4th-round pick. And then we realized we signed so many guys, we needed to get some contracts back. So we shipped Renouf and Lorita to Arizona for a 4th-round pick. And then shipped Perron and Sadoui? Not sure how you say that name. To Buffalo for a 4th-round pick. And
So bottom line, we're sitting in pretty good space for as far as the cap goes.
We also saw Evan Cormier on waivers from New Jersey, so we grabbed him and then sent him down to the minor leagues. He's a 19-year-old goalie who just gives us a little more depth, which is always a good thing. And then we traded away our angry goaltender who just was unhappy because he was 1.5 stars and thought he should be playing full-time in the NHL, which we slightly disagreed with.
A little bit delusional.
So,
did we get rid of Abdi Schmivon? Nope, Abdelkader's still there.
Yeah, Abdelkader's still here. So
didn't have a great year last year. Was kind of pushed down, I think, to our 3rd or 4th line. Yeah. Still an assistant captain, though.
Yes, he is. Taking a quick look at our development report here from a few days ago, you can see we had a lot of people just go up and nobody go down. So we're moving younger. We're trying to continue to play well. So we're doing okay for that. I mean, I feel pretty good about everybody going up, especially some of the young guys.
And you're still trying to move Jerome again, huh?
Well, if we find the right spot. I mean, he's not playing right now. He's 1.5 stars.
Yeah.
We'll see. Currently, we have a
to pick him up from Colorado. We wanted to switch around some draft picks during the draft.
Yeah.
And got Colorado's 1st round. I think that was what we wanted for Liljegren, and had to get a contract on as part of that.
Yeah. We currently have a salary cap of 65, or we currently have a salary of 65 million. Team salary cap is 80 million right now, but that should go down a little bit at the end of the preseason.
That's the off-season 10%. That'll come down as soon as the regular season starts to 72-ish.
Right now, we're contemplating what we should do with Timothy Liljegren. He's only 1 star, but he's playing pretty well. We can see if we take a quick look at the stats. That's not the right
How'd you do in the preseason?
Okay, I need to go to preseason stats. We got 1 game left, but we can see our Thomas Tatar is leading us with 5 goals. And let's see. Lilligren had 1 goal and 3 assists for 4 points and is a -1. So
No, that's actually pretty. What's that? 7 or 8 games? It's
6 games.
Not bad at all for a rookie. 6 games. I was going to say send him down, but now I'm wondering is he going to come along really quickly if we leave him up?
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of. No,
I don't see the development warning on him for being out of his depth. So, yeah, that's kind of a tough call.
Where is Dylan Larkin? Did we trade him? Someone asking in the chat.
No, we still got him. He's left wing.
Is he? Okay, let's go back here.
Yep. Hasn't really developed. I mean, he was about kind of repeated his rookie year last year.
He had 41 points in 82 games.
Yeah.
We were not very good last
Not really showing that high a potential, which is a little odd. I think he should be. He may wind up being a little bit better than that. Hopefully, we're not going to do anything with him.
Yeah. So taking a quick look, we can.
Not as far as trading goes, I mean.
I'm just going to check and make sure our lines are. I'm going to change our line times a little bit here. You can see our top line is Abdelkader, Zetterberg, Tatar, Furlan, Kuznetsov, Anthiliasu, Larkin, Sheehan, Nyquist, then Mantha, Hishire, and Yurko, which is pretty solid. And then we got Stahl, Schultz.
Yurko's another one who hasn't really developed at all since we've started this.
Yeah. And we got Stahl, Schultz, Ekholm.
But yeah, Abdelkader should bounce back this year if we're going to play him if he's playing on the first line.
Yeah, I'm just taking a look. So we're currently playing with the Brooks system and half-ice overload. Do you feel that matches our team? Because I'm looking. We got quite a few puck-moving defensemen now, with Lilligren, Mata.
Yeah, that is true. We did considerably change that in the off season. We didn't have that before. Schultz, Lilligren, Mata, Ekholm's not that bad. Puck. We're kind of getting away from what we were at.
Evilman 2011 in the chat says, if you're going to be realistic, trade Lilligren for an aging player at a position that isn't needed.
We won't do that until we're desperate to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, this season, if we're going to make a change here, we should probably do it now because I don't think we're going to make the playoffs this year. This is going to be another learning year for our young guys. We get one more good draft pick out of this, be ready to take off the following season. Yeah, I think you're right as far as offensive tactics go. I'm just wondering what we should.
Do you think we should stick with the Brooks system or move it?
No, I think we should move it. I'm just wondering what.
I was just wondering even if
system.
Even if on defense we changed to like counterattack, if that would be any better for us.
That's an idea. Yeah. Actually, maybe leave the Brooks system as it is.
Okay.
And swap that into counterattack since our defensemen can support that now.
Yeah, I mean, we have so many good offensive guys. I think that's kind of makes a little bit more sense to me.
I mean, at some point we're going to have to think about picking up. Well, we still got Riley Sheehan. We got a little bit of defense in the forwards, but should start maybe looking for a checking center at some point.
Well, I think we have some guys who could turn into, like Brendan Leipzig could be a checking center for us, I think.
Yeah. Evil man pushing for the goon hockey.
I saw that. So we should play the Shiro system then? That'd work well for us here.
Yeah. The problem is there's no goons around anymore to actually play that system.
Yeah. I was wondering if the Tarasov system would be good for us on offense or not.
That's a little too passing oriented. Maybe another year or two, but I don't think it's a talent.
So you're saying we should stick with the Brooks system?
Yeah, and then just go with the defensive system. So we're using defensemen on the rush a little bit more.
I like it. Create lines, and we go. I'm just going to tweak some ice times a little bit here. Because, I mean, our fourth line, I do actually want them to get some time on the ice. That's a good enough fourth line to actually have some people going. And give our fourth pair defenseman
Detroit, everyone needs to be able to fight, says Evil Man, especially the goalie. Now, only if you're playing Colorado.
Yeah. Or we need Chris Draper coming off the bench. All right, so we're gonna play or quickly sim through a game against Ottawa.
Yeah. Final exhibition game of the season.
I'm gonna put Jonathan.
Speaking of Ottawa, 5-0 at the end of the second period, so they're going up 2-1 unless the Penguins do something really amazing in the third.
All right, take a quick look here, and we won 6-3 our final game.
So what was our record in the exhibition season?
Uh-oh. Hold on a second here.
Oh. Are we injured?
Oh, no. Jonathan Bernier just did not play well. He gave up 3 goals on 7 shots and was pulled. And then Mrazek came in and made every single save he possibly could.
And we turned around. So that's good news.
Yes.
And, I mean, have a look where the heat rating is. That's going to knock Bernier down a little bit more than likely.
He's went down to cold now, unfortunately. He was at 1 star. All right, so that's the end of the preseason for us. And we can feel pretty good about what's going on here. Scouting list. Who might be the top pick this next year? I'm not even really sure. Saw too much.
Yeah. Is Velarde eligible for this one? I can't remember offhand.
Could be.
You know, probably get some fictional guys in.
Yeah.
Oh no, Valino. That's the guy I'm thinking of.
Just taking a quick look at free agency, see if there's anybody interesting left. No. Some names you'll be familiar with, but nobody we really.
Yeah. Svechnikov should be interesting. It looks like he's going to play in the OHL this year. He's already at 1 star. And Valino's at 1.5. NHL relative.
Not bad. We should have
and then
players who need to clear waivers.
We gonna lose anybody?
We might lose Andrew Kopp. That's possible.
One thing we got to remember to do, if we forgot to do it in this offseason, we should have expanded to add Las Vegas, another team, but we'll even add up next offseason.
Well, we can't do that, can we? We are in Path to Glory.
Oh, all right, we're in Path to Glory, so we can't expand. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you can only expand in the sandbox mode.
Yep.
So no Vegas. This year. And we can see there is a bunch of players on waivers. The Ducks have waived Philip Grubar. Oilers have waived Antti Niemi, Anders Nielsen, Darcy Kuemper, and Buffalo trades Connor Carrick. Or Buffalo gets Connor Carrick for a couple of younger defensemen, which is interesting. So let's take a quick look at the waiver wire here and see if there's anybody interesting.
Maybe a few teams get the regular season rosters ready. I see a few on it.
Andrew Kopp's there, but hopefully nobody takes him.
Looks like a lot of goalies potentially. But we don't really need one because we're less happy with Bernier as bad as he did. But he's just a backup. Let's really hope it turns it around from last year. His goals against average went up almost a full point from the previous season.
Yeah. There's a lot of guys on waivers, but you know, nothing too noteworthy. Unless you're seeing something I'm not.
Yeah, we did reasonably well through the exhibition season, and I think we can.
All right.
Not necessarily upset the lineup unless there's somebody really obvious.
I don't really see anything. If we lose Andrew Kopp, then maybe we'll be looking for somebody to pick up his role.
Now
because
he's starting the season in Grand Rapids anyhow, so
it doesn't appear we lost anybody. Take a quick look at the 2017 NHL season preview, and we are not mentioned once.
that's good news.
So
Nobody lost on waivers.
doesn't appear so. Just take a quick peek at Grand Rapids roster here, see what they look like. A lot of guys with potential who need to grow into their game. What is Leipzig? Okay, Leipzig can play center, yeah. And I feel pretty good about that roster. Alright. So we will continue as we go.
Yeah, season opener against the Islanders, which isn't a bad way to start.
Yes. And so let's play the third period of that game. And just take a quick look. We have Mrazek starting. Hopefully he can kind of come around. And we will, very fast, sim to the end of the period, and we are out shooting them, and we just scored. Abdelkader gets the first goal, assisted by Kuznetsov and Tartar.
Oh, looks like he will bounce back this year, hopefully.
Here's hoping. And they just scored. Brock Nelson scores, assisted by who else but John Tavares and Anders Lee. So 1-1 at the end of the first. Evil Man 2011 in the chat telling us to slash Tavares. Thomas Tatar scores, assisted by Kuznetsov and Nyquist. So up 2-1. And then Shane Prince scores to even it up, assisted by Ross Johnson. But then Kuznetsov immediately scores, assisted by Thomas Tatar, who's having a heck of a game so far, and Nick Cronwell.
Yeah, Island coming off a fairly bad season last year. They missed the playoffs after we just a couple of times.
And the King Henrik, scores his first goal of the season, assisted by Anthony Mantha, to put the Red Wings up 4-2 at the end of the second period. And
Somebody, still got a little to tank.
Somebody wanted to trade him. And so we're playing this a little bit more slowly here as we go through. You can see from our tactics, we're better offensively and have a better power play than them, but they are beating us on the same two stats on theirs. So
yeah, so being an offensive heavy game, no surprise. Yeah, it's the amount of scoring we've had so far.
We can see the momentum has swung in our favor. We could really try and do some tactics changes, but at this point we're sitting here pretty good, and there's not a lot of need to. As we hit the halfway point in the game, or halfway point in the third period, we're up 4-2. And we move on. We're controlling the game fairly well as well. We're up 30 shots to 19 right now.
Yeah, good. It's not the toughest team in the league, but at least we're the new team. Looks like it's holding together, and we're maybe a little concerned about how Liljegren would do defensively out of the gate, but that doesn't seem to be a problem so far.
Well, if he plays well, it's going to be hard to send him down, even if he is 1-star.
Yeah.
Taking a look at his game rating, actually, he had a game rating of 52.9. That's not bad.
Which is, not fantastic, but it's solid.
Yes,
for 1-star, reasonably good.
So we win our first game of the season 4-2. Thanks to Thomas Tatar with 1 goal and 2 assists.
Very nice start. Question from Evil Man: why aren't there any goons left to go?
The game's changed. I think that's the simplest thing to say.
Yeah.
The game has changed. It's better to have more scoring guys than anybody else. Our defensive game rating across the board is not very good, but our offensive game rating is okay.
even with that low number of shots.
Schultz 43, Sheehan 48, Mantha 49, Furlan
Schultz
46, 48,
having a bad game.
45. Well, we also switched defensive tactics, so they're also learning the new system,
That's a good point, yeah.
which also probably is going to affect us for a little bit in the season.
Yeah, yeah.
Bad news for Ottawa. Mark Stone's out with a herniated disc. That's unfortunate for him.
Also bad news for the real life Senators, who just gave up a goal, so it's 5-1 now.
Okay, when you say that,
But I
I
think
thought you were going
they'll
to say
survive.
it's now 5-4.
Now there's 13 minutes left. Give it a chance. It is Pittsburgh. You know what Crosby can do.
All right. Eza Lindell is on the waiver wire, but doesn't seem to be anybody we should be too concerned about. Taking a look at this. Stels lost Dennis Guerin for 6 months. That's unfortunate. We got some more scouting reports, our development report. Some of our project players, like Thomas Reichel, we've got some ups. Number 1 in fighting goes up fighting +1. So somebody's
No, he had to learn to fight at some point if he's going to play in North America.
Yep. And some of our project players are continuing to come up a little bit, including Philip Larson. Okay, Joe Valeno is the top guy, apparently, for the Central.
Oh, for the upcoming draft? Yeah.
Yes. There's actually, right now it says 14 players with 5-star potential. We'll see if that holds.
Yeah, pretty good. Well, at least at this point, like pretty strong draft.
Yeah. Oh, there's some names here I do. Rasmus Dahlin was that Swedish defenseman who's coming.
Yeah.
Owen Lalonde.
Had a really good tournament.
Jack Hughes. Jake Wise.
Other thing we should clear too, we're also controlling the it's the Belarusian national team, isn't it?
Belarus national team, yes. So we'll have something to do at the end of the year if we're not in the playoffs.
Yeah. Because they're not really scheduled till then.
Yeah, so we have
Unless, no, I guess we're not into Olympic qualifiers yet.
No, shouldn't be. And we lost 3-2 in overtime for our second game of the season.
Yeah, that's a point.
Evil Man 2011 says call up Reichel. We can't call up Reichel because he is not signed because he didn't want to come to North America yet.
Yeah. Now I got to be a little bit patient with him, but...
Here's why we... Oh, no, we didn't lose. Anthony Athanasiou in overtime, had a goaltender interference call. We lost in a shootout because Zetterberg didn't score. Oh, no.
Oh, better trade him then.
That's not good.
How are the goaltender hotness ratings looking right now? Did Mrazek get off 0?
Before the game, and both of them were still cold. I'll take a look once we're done loading. Oh, we've crashed into October, which I kind of have forgot about already. So let's just see here quickly. The Islanders added Ezorindo, and Jack Eichel is hurt for 8 weeks as he recovers from a detached retina. Ouch.
Ouch. Oh, no, actually, I think that's painless, if I remember right. You can't actually feel it when your retina detaches.
Well, either way. Whenever I hear that, I think of, is it in Any Given Sunday, the movie where the guy's eye pops out? I think. Playing football.
Don't know what you...
Kevin Connaughton is on waivers, but not really something.
No, we got enough of his kind of play. He's basically the poor man's version of Schultz.
Yeah, Emil Bergstrom is beginning to adjust. Okay, quick game against Colorado, who did surprisingly well last year. So we'll quick sim through this, and we lost 5-2. Ouch! That was Colorado's first win of the
What's
season.
going on? Okay, so 1-1-1 start.
Evil Man 2011 says, "How did he detach his retina?" I'll go back and check the story here really quick. Oh no, Ollie Matta took a 12-stitch facial cut. So.
Now Brendan Smith finally gets to play then.
Sort of,
So he's been the odd man out since because we put Liljegren in.
Yeah. Eichel collided with our opponent, and he got hit so hard he lost his eyeball detached. Ollie Matta can actually still play. He's just going to put a cage on and go, so Brendan Smith is not coming in yet. Which makes sense. He should just put a cage on. Victor Svedberg is on waivers, but that's not really of any interest to us. Kevin Connaughton ends up with the Winnipeg Jets. Interesting move by the Jets. The Penguins grab Victor Svedberg. Evil Man 2011. Pff, back in my day, you got your throat slit with a skate and kept on playing. I don't think that... Oh, man.
Pretty sure Malarchuk came out after that happened.
Yes. Matthias Ekholm gets hurt in practice for a minor neck laceration. They have to stop chopping people, which means he is actually out, which means Brendan Smith is in.
Okay, finally.
And both of our goalies are still cold.
Trying to win his job back. Yeah.
He's not going to. But he can try.
We got Flyers next. I think this is actually our home opener coming up next.
Yes.
We started the season of 3 on the road.
So should we start Jonathan Bernier?
No. You got to stick in for the home opener. You can put Bernier in for the second one.
All right. We'll start playing this. They're starting their backup. Michael Neuroth has not played a single game yet, so.
Neuroth, yeah, good.
Well, somebody.
No, that's Grice is their backup.
Who is?
Thomas Grice.
Oh, well, he's the one been playing because Neuroth didn't have any stats. Larkin scores, assisted by Stahl and Tatar. And we're up 1-0 with 20 shots in the first period. Whew.
And Evil Man's going to bed. Good night. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, appreciate you coming and hanging out. And Kuznetsov scores their goal of the season, assisted by Stahl and Abdelkader. All right. And Mrazek gets beat down low by Samuel Morin. So it's 2-1. And now it's 2-2 as Wayne Simmons scores the tying goal with just over a minute left in the second period. So it's tied 2-2 coming home.
For a big third here.
Yeah, we're getting... should we look at adjusting some tactics here? I think maybe we should. They have 78 offense to 63 defense on us. So we can pull.
Maybe want to adjust a couple of tactical roles and see if we can get the counters set up a little better.
All right. Put Stahl as a shutdown defenseman. Okay. Connell is going to come in as a shutdown defenseman. And so is Liljegren. Let's see, shutdown defenseman 2 for Smith. Let's see if we can add back checking forward, aggressive forechecker, add some minor roles here, see if that helps. Kuznetsov has stepped into the lead center spot, taking it away from Henrik Zetterberg. Alright, return to game, and let's see how this starts off in the third period. Everything's a little bit closer now, other than our penalty kill, which might end up hurting us, and Mrazek just lets up another one by Michael Raffel. So we are now down 3-2.
Oh.
Now, we didn't really look at changing how aggressive we were. Should we maybe look at that too?
Yeah, you may want to change the global tactics a little bit, and because you definitely want to get that goal back, ramp up the offense a little. And we had been out shooting him pretty healthily up to this point, so
we're going to pull the goalie a little bit quicker. And we're just going to go to tempo high. Offensive risk taking is high risk. Should we go very high risk?
yeah, I could try it.
I too like to live dangerously.
Yeah, we'll either tie this or lose it in the next 10 minutes, probably.
Yeah. Well, we're getting shots on net. So I mean, we've had 35 shots on net.
Yeah, just have to figure out how to beat him.
Well, we are a pass-first system, so that could be one of the problems. And we get closer. 6 minutes left, still haven't scored. Three minutes left. I'm going to stop it here. I'm going to go back to my strategy screen and see if I can do it. I'm going to put Kuznetsov on Gretzky's office and see if that helps. And let's play. But we can't get the puck out of our own end, so that's not helping us at all. 30 seconds, and they score on the empty net, so we have lost the game.
Yeah, it was worth a try. I mean, we didn't play badly, I don't think.
No.
Just got hit and ran into a hot goalie and got shut down.
4-2. Mark Stahl was still second star with 2 assists. Taking a look, and Nico Heishier did not have a great game. He was he was a 49 game rating with 41 defensive game rating.
Yeah, maybe take a look at his numbers in Liljegren's through the first 4 games, see how the rookies are doing.
Just taking a look at the game. Liljegren this game had, oh boy, he had a bad game. -3, 30 game rating, 22 defensive game rating.
22, that's brutal. One more of those, and I think we have to think about maybe putting them in the AHL.
Oof. 22.
You do not see a 22 defensive rating often.
Ratcast, welcome Ratcast, says my 1972 expansion Atlanta Flames aren't doing so well.
Well, the real ones didn't do so great either, so I don't feel too bad about it.
Yeah. Taking a quick look at Liljegren. You can see he's 4 games, no points yet. 4 penalty minutes. -5. Not great. Check his scouting. Updated yesterday. The ability says Liljegren would be a fringe player. So I'm wondering if we should send him down.
Let's give him one more game. Let's if he can bounce back from the this one. Who have we got up next? Buffalo, so it won't be too tough. So if he can bounce back from this, yeah. If not, we send him down. And
taking a look so far, total this year, Liljegren has a negative Corsi and a negative Fenwick. which is
Ouch.
not very good. And surprisingly, he's worse at home, which actually makes perfect sense because we only had the one game at home so far.
Yeah, we've only played one game at home, and that was at 22. Yeah.
Yeah. He's really bad at home. Well, yeah, no kidding. And we're going to look at Heeshire as well. Yeah. Heeshire has 1 assist, and he's from -1. He's averaging 921. So not.
It's not bad in limited time. So he's by the end of the season, he should be pushing up into that third line job.
But he has negative Corsi as well and negative Fenwick. So that's.
I mean, this it's not really much of a point in worrying about the Corsi and Fenwick stuff this early in the season because you need to be about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say at least 20, 30 games in before that stuff really starts to become valid.
But it's still interesting to know.
Yeah. Another thing we could try doing is sitting Yurko for a game and letting Iginla finally play.
Yeah.
Little veteran stabilization.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, isn't Yurko is playing? You mean Iginla?
Yep, he is. Yeah, I mean, take Yurko out and put Iginla in.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Well, let's go against this game against Buffalo and see how we do here. Oh, wait a second.
Okay.
No, Ekholm's still out. 1 to 2 weeks. And we'll just kind of quick sim through part of this game as well. See how we do. We quickly score. Kuznetsov scores again. And we're out shooting them, but Buffalo scores with less than a minute left. Because of course they did. And it's 1-1 at the end of the first period. We're out shooting them 15 to 11. Taking a quick look here, Liljegren is doing okay in this game. Heeshire, doing okay so far.
We're not playing badly, just haven't got the breaks so far.
Evander Kane scores, but assisted by Bogosian and Delzato to make it 2-1 Buffalo.
Ouch.
And then O'Reilly scores, so it's 3-1 Buffalo.
Oh boy. Oh, we were going to put Bernier in for this one, forgot.
Well, too late. We'll get him in next
we'll
game.
have to give him the next one.
They're out shooting us 41 to 25, and we are not going to come back in this game as the game ends and we lose 3-1.
Okay, so positives in that one. Did the rookies at least do a little better?
Yeah, Liljegren is not at 22.
Well, that's
he is
if he had been
54 offensive, 61 defensive, so for 59.
That's actually a very nice game out of it. All right, especially for losing a game where we gave up 40 plus shots.
And Heeshire's suffering a little defensively at 48, but had a 56 overall
still not
offensive
bad.
game rating. But he's only
nothing to worry about yet, I don't think.
He's only playing 10 minutes a night, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think Jerome McGinley's gonna, if we put him in, is gonna help us.
Yeah, if not, we should try to move him for something. Because then again, with that contract, we're probably not going to get much back.
Just looking, we have Mrazek coming up as a free agent, so should we maybe try and sign him right now while he's not playing?
Yeah, we've also got Larkin and Mantha we got to deal with, Sheehan, and again, but we're not going to re-sign him.
Mrazek wants $6 million over 4 years.
Not much of a choice unless you want to go hunting for a free agent goalie this offseason and completely change the plan there.
That's a lot of money.
It's starter money for a guy in his mid-20s. Yeah, I can leave it a little bit, see if he comes down a bit as the season goes on.
I'm gonna
What are
offer.
his stats looking like right now?
Just hold on a second. I'm gonna ask for a response. Okay, he's willing to settle for under 6 million, so we'll see if he signs. His stats so far is he is 1 win, 3 losses, at 2.96 goals against average, and a 910 save percentage.
I mean, the save percentage is nice. It's actually the numbers are coming up from where they were last year, which is good news. But still think we should give Bernier this next start.
Larkin wants 2 million and 800.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Something. I'm just going to try and undershoot him a little bit as well. Ask for response, and he won't go any less, so we'll just mute it and submit the offer. Mantha, he wants 1.365. I'll do that all day. And Mantha should sign here too. Alright. We will make sure we get Bernier in. Jonathan Bernier. He was actually our hottest goalie in the preseason until he decided to give up 3 goals on 7 shots. Mrazek signed, Mantha signed, Larkin signed.
3 minutes left in the Ottawa-Pittsburgh game, and still 5-1.
I thought you were going to say it's 5-5. I was going to be like, what just happened? All right, we play against Minnesota, so it's back-to-back anyway, so good time for Bernier to come in. I'm just wondering here if...
Oh, back-to-back, we got this, and then we're on the road against, in Washington. We'll probably better to play Bernier and go with the number 1 against the Capitals.
Mrazek's actually on fire, so... just did a little tweaking.
Oh yeah, saves that last game. That helps a little bit.
And we lost 3-2, so we're now 1-4-1. Ooh.
Was it at least we had any points out of that at all?
Nope.
Match.
We've been sitting at 3 points since the first 2 games of the season. Not looking good.
No, we started hot.
And then lost 4 straight.
And now we're gonna get back on the road. We'll start winning again. Jeez, we got no points at all out of that homestand, did we?
Nope. I'm just gonna look at our personnel here. We got lots of assistant coaches doing lots of good things. Lots of scouts. I'm just gonna...
Oh, we did get a new owner in the offseason. I guess I didn't see that.
Yeah, Mike Mercer is now our new owner.
Columbus, Ohio.
Owner confidence is a little down, but not too bad. Play against Washington.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get fired anytime soon.
You say
Still
that.
rebuilding.
And we finally win a game once we go back on the road. 5-4.
Okay, so we just got to stop playing at home. That's the trick.
In overtime. Nico Heishire is the star with 1 goal and 1 assist. Big win for us.
Yeah, good news, Zach. That's it.
It went to a shootout, and Evgeny Kuznetsov beats his old team to win it for us. Huge, huge game. Oh no, Timothy Liljegren had a 34 defensive game rating. But he only played 1357.
Time to reconsider that experiment.
I think we're going to have to send him down.
Do you want to send him down now and then look at it again around Christmas and see if we bring him up at that point if he's doing well and maybe up to 1.5 stars in Grand Rapids?
He'll be all sad.
No, he will, but he'll bounce back.
Trevor Van Riemsdyk heads back to Dallas. Was he with Dallas? Yeah, he was with Dallas at one point. He got traded from Dallas to Chicago.
Was he? Van Reems?
Wasn't it?
Oh, Trevor Van Riemsdyk. Yeah, I think he did.
And then he was with Toronto in this game, and then now back to Dallas. All right, Timothy Liljegren. Much to our chagrin.
And we already had the extra defenseman up, Ouellette, so don't need to call anybody but
He's only 1.5 stars. Do we have anybody better in the minors? Just gonna take a quick peek.
not yet. No,
No.
we got a few 1.5 star guys, and
Oh,
three-star potential, and so does Sariarvi.
Lilligren is all sad about being down in the minors now. As is Quentin.
Yeah, we knew it was gonna happen.
I'm sorry. We didn't want to send you down. But we'll put Ouellette in until Ekholm gets back, I guess. And I'm just going to knock a couple of minutes of ice time off. Keep us going here, and we'll continue. Apparently Jose Batista did another bat flip. And the bench is
Did he win?
I don't know. They were down 6-0 after the first. Just take multitasking.
They did sweep that one series, but maybe that's it for the next little while.
Well, this is a home and home for the Blue Jays. Yes, if you're watching Franchise Hockey Manager, we are talking about baseball because we love to talk about baseball and hockey. And they lost 8.
TJ didn't do the other park one. He's not doing that till tomorrow night. So if you're tuning in, we'll give you a little baseball talk to hold you over.
Exactly. And if you're watching this on YouTube, then you can check out all the archives or tune in usually on Wednesdays. All right. Game against Boston, and we'll do a quick sim here again as well. And we got a 3-2 win. All right.
See, we're fine on the road. It's just at home we're falling apart.
Well, I wonder, I'm going to take a quick look here too. We won in a shootout again. Kuznetsov,
still 2 points.
Kuznetsov comes through and scores for us in the shootout again. So we're getting there, which is the most important thing. And we're getting slightly closer back to 500 hockey, which is where we're going to need to hover around until everything gets really good. And Dan Girardi got hurt. He's gone for 5 months. Ooh. What I was going to look at was our tactics and see how counterattack was coming along. We're up to 2.
Yeah, we're still
now, so
yeah, it's going to be a while developing familiarity with that.
Well, that's fine. I was just curious how close we were coming. So better than last time.
And final score 5-1 Ottawa. So Ottawa is up 2-1. Nashville's up 2-1.
All right, good to know. I don't think anybody except for one guy probably in Vegas picked Ottawa, or if there's a chance for an Ottawa and Nashville playoff.
Yeah, that seemed pretty unlikely. Wouldn't be a bad series.
No, it'd be.
I'd like Ottawa on that, though, I think.
It'll be great. But it's just, oh no, oh no.
What happened?
I can't even say this. I have to wait for you to see this, and you can give the reaction on this.
I see you're playing the Leafs, so.
Oh no.
They didn't kill us again, did they? Every game we play, we seem to get blown up by the Leafs at one point. I'm just waiting for the score to come up. 10. Oh man.
I know.
How?
They outshot us.
Who's in goal?
20. 62 hits were. We got out hit 22-8. Oh, boy. We took some penalties.
I don't know why this keeps happening with us. I don't.
5 goals in the second period. It was, holy cow. It was 8-0 before we got a goal.
That's ugly.
Ugh. Well, we can't blame that on Lilligren. Our chat is laughing at us. I'm just sad. Defensive game rating.
I'm laughing at this point. I mean, it's every game we play, Toronto somehow does this to us.
Defensive game rating 28. 49, 41, 36, 30, 37, 39, 46, 32, 42, 31. Whew.
It does show you at least how bad that one game Willigan had was. So even when we lost 10-1, we still didn't have anybody with a game rating as bad as he did in that.
Ben Bishop is a goaltender for Toronto.
Yeah, wonder how that happened.
Good news and bad news is both of our goalies gave up 5 goals apiece. Splitting time basically even. I just don't even know what to say on that. They had 1 power play goal only too. That makes that even worse.
Oh, Stephen, we didn't. Yeah. Well, let's just put that one behind us.
Ugh. When we get fired, they're going to be like that game. That game right there. Oh no, Erik Karlsson got injured and he's out for 8 months. Broken bone in his elbow as a result of skating. He must have tripped. And the good news is, at least for us, is we play Ottawa next, so.
And no Carlson.
Yeah.
Good.
Ekholm back soon. All right, which means we're going to get Xavier Ouellette out of the lineup right now. And Ekholm is getting back in the lineup. That was not the button I meant.
And I think after that we should maybe give again a shot finally.
All right, who are we taking out? Taking out Yurko?
Him or Furland?
Furland's been playing pretty well. I mean, he's good. No, he hasn't. What's Yurko done? Okay, Yurko's staying in and Furland's coming out. Sorry, Furland. I like you. We could also consider calling up either Lakes.
No, Rackaz saying that it needs to be an achievement for what's called the spinal tap, but should it technically be 11 goals?
I missed that, sorry.
Ratcast was saying there needs to be an achievement in the game for scoring 10 goals and call it the spinal tap.
Yes.
But it should be 11.
Okay, sim game, and we lost 7-4 to Ottawa.
Was that a win or a loss?
Loss.
Loss, another one. Okay, the defense has fallen since we sent Liljegren down. Didn't really expect that.
We got Ekholm back, too. Huh. Jerome Ginla only played 6 minutes and was a 49 overall game rating.
I didn't really have time to do anything. But at least we got Washington back again, so maybe we can get this back on track at home.
Ooh. Not looking good. That, or should we try and trade for someone?
I'm not really sure what we'd go for at this point to fix this. I think we should probably
I think you got to look for a big star defenseman. So who's a defenseman?
What have we got that we can trade for a big star defenseman? We got
defenseman, prospects, and a pick. I think that's pretty much what we got to try and do. Who's a defenseman we could target? Anaheim might have somebody. Take a quick look here. Oh, not that one. Look at the Ducks.
No, they've actually got a weakness at defense.
Cam Fowler's on the trade block.
Oh, that's odd. We're trying to move him, but I'm not sure it's... Well, I mean, he would probably fit our system okay.
I think he would, and he would be that star defenseman we need. So what could we offer? Let's take a look at positions. We have... I don't really want to get rid of Ollie Mata. We could try and let Mark Stahl go. Would that be a good thing to do? What about Brendan Smith?
No, I don't think so, because he's our best defenseman right now.
Yeah. Let's try Brendan Smith.
Probably the only thing holding us together.
And Ducks have a weakness at right defense, so let's see if they would... Here's that guy. Send a couple rates of... And let's try and add a pick to see. We got multiple 4th round picks. Should we offer their 4th round pick back?
Try it.
Let's see. I'll add a 5th first. I'll add the Buffalo 5th. And we'll just see where we're at. It says this is a well-balanced offer. And we'll play this game versus the Capitals and probably get destroyed.
Yeah, we lost or won the last one.
We won 4-3.
Okay. So
not
somehow
in
we
overtime.
have our Washington's number.
Not in overtime. Washington only has 1 loss on the season. We gave them their first loss. And that was at home, too.
So we can play the good teams well. We just fall apart against... Well, Toronto isn't that bad, I guess.
No, it's just... I don't know. That's quite the thing. Ekholm's almost 100%. Trocheck's out 7 months for his elbow. Joe McGinley has improved on left wing. Come on, reply to our offer, Anaheim. Not yet, so we have 2 games. Versus Montreal, should we put in... both of our goals are cold. Let's put Bernier in. Versus Montreal, see how he does. And we lost 3-2. So actually not that bad.
Yeah, not a decent game out of him.
Widowmaker says the stream seems to be buffering. It's running fine on mine. You might want to try refreshing.
Yeah, you may want to refresh it. It seems to be okay as far as I can see.
Let's see. It's close to being alright. Alright. Let's maybe take that guy out. Wonder if they have anybody who they want to dump. Let's look at their cap.
Anaheim, you mean?
Yeah.
Let's see who's got a bad contract on Anaheim.
Danny DeKaiser.
Yeah, who we gave them.
Doesn't really look like it.
Yeah, no, they're pretty solid as far as contracts go. It's not a lot of wasted money anywhere there.
If I offer them 2 4th-round picks in addition, it seems they will take it.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, it says I think they will probably take that offer of Smith, rights to Jacob Nuvo, Buffalo's 4th, and Vancouver's 4th.
Your assistant always tends to be a little optimistic about these things, though.
Well, let's offer it. What's the worst that happens? Playing the game, and Mrazek's back in net. And we lost 4-3. Again. Not in overtime.
So what's our record so far this season?
We are 4-8-1. Every time we get close to 500, we get destroyed.
Start falling back again. But, you know, the whole point of this year was to improve, and we're still working in that new defensive system as well.
Yeah, we should actually maybe take a quick peek and see how we're coming along.
How's Lillian been doing since we sent him down to Grand Rapids? Should I have a look at that too?
Yes, we will take a quick peek. Oh, Hishire got hurt too now. What did he do? He has a tender elbow. He's still going to play. No, he can't play through that. Really? All right, we're going to go down to the minor leagues and call somebody up anyways to replace him. Taking a look, Liljegren has 1 assist and is a +3.
Oh, okay, well, +3 is nice.
And he's playing a
settle
little
down a little bit. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to. Should we call up Andrew Kopp?
Yeah, it's either that or. Yeah, we knew we needed another forward up anyhow because we're down to 12.
Yeah, let's call up Kopp. So we'll create the lines again. Play versus New York. It's the Islanders, and we lost 5-2.
Ouch.
It's Mrazek is hurting us.
Yeah, so Mrazek, naturally, since he's got that new back now, it's immediately goes downhill.
Now Hannafin is out for a long time. Ollie Matt is improving, and Dylan Larkin goes down.
Oh man, it's one thing after another.
All right, so Larkin's coming out, and I guess Furlan's coming in. But the good news is Mrazek is actually on fire after that game.
Yeah, he's losing all these close games. He's playing well, so we can't really blame him that much. So as long as he's that way, at least we've got a shot at turning this around.
Anaheim has accepted our proposal for Cam Fowler.
There we go.
So I think we got to do that, right?
So the defense gets overhauled yet again.
Complete trade. Now let's get him under contract immediately.
Oh, is he expiring this year?
Yes, he wants $5 million for 3 years.
That's reasonable.
Whoa. I don't have a lot of cap room, but we don't need.
We're paying Schultz 4.7, and he's Fowler's better than Schultz.
All right, so we got a new guy.
Oh, and we're running low on time here. Looks like.
We do. Let's get Schultz in, and we got 2 back-to-back games here. So let's see how we do.
Yep.
And wait a second. Now it says Fowler is a right defensive player, but he is left-handed. Should we move him to the left side to optimize him?
No, as long as he can play the right side, that's fine. And we're a little short on right defenseman too.
All right. I will leave him as then. Create lines. So now our top pairing is Schultz and Fowler with Stahl, Mata, Ekholm, Cronwall. I kind of like that. A little more power on the back end. Play at Vancouver, so we see how we do. And we win 4-2. Trade pays off immediately. Anthony Mantha has 2 goals. Let's take a quick look at our new guy's stats. And we can see Cam Fowler comes in with a 71 game rating.
Nice.
Eating up 25 minutes of time. He'll help our penalty kill too, I would imagine, which is something we desperately needed.
A little bit.
And another game here against Winnipeg. Actually, maybe we'll just finish off this month and get to November, so we can see what our owner says. And Cam
good.
Fowler says yes. He signs his contract, so we locked him up for a while, which is great news for us.
Get that game with Winnipeg.
And versus Winnipeg, we win 2-1, and so we're now 6-9-1, up to 13 points on the season.
Yeah, good way to end this. Starting to pick up. I think hopefully we'll do a little bit better when we come back to this one.
Absolutely. I might advance ahead a little bit too, see how we do. Maybe. Possibly.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's fine.
Just taking a... Okay, we got... flip ahead here and look at development stats. So as we do that, I guess I'll start doing my outro. So thank you very much for tuning in to another Franchise Hockey Manager 3 stream. We stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. If you want to talk about Franchise Hockey Manager 3 or have questions, you can reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. You can also reach us on Twitter. We are at Franchise Hockey. And you can come down to our official website to talk about Out of the Park Baseball, MLB Manager, Franchise Hockey Manager, or just about sports in general, and that's OOTPdevelopments.com. You might also be watching this on our YouTube channel. If you're not and you're watching this live, then you should head to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTPdevelopments, where you can see every stream we've ever done is archived, which I know some of you will just immediately run to and go watch the hours there. You can spend tons of hours. And we can see everybody was going up, which is always nice to see. Trying to see if anybody quickly jumped.
Quite a few improvements there.
Yeah, even Mrazek jumped.
Maybe he'll finally get his final half star.
Not yet, but he's working on it. Liljegren. He got stronger and better in positioning. And he now has 2 assists in 6 games. So good for him.
Yeah, looks like it may have been a good move to send him down, even if he's not quite happy right now.
Absolutely. And we'll end here on the owner's email telling us what we're doing right and wrong. Unless, Jeff, did I miss anything from my roundup?
No, I think you got everything covered there.
All right. Let's just get into November here. Board confidence update. Mike Mercer thinks this is a very disappointing season and you really need to improve the team. The last few weeks have been better, but the performance needs to improve significantly because we are 5-9-1. Or sorry, 5-9-0.
So the new guy is apparently a little more impatient than Mike Ilitch is.
Owner confidence. Wow, we dropped quite a significant chunk here. We are now down to probably about 70%. So we're going to have to...
Okay, I thought you were going to say we're down to 30 or 40 or something like that.
No, but we've dropped enough that we're probably going to have to watch that fairly carefully. And we might have to make another trade or two and see if we can...
No, well, let's not rush into it yet. We won the last couple. Let's see how long this streak keeps going.
Yeah, we'll see for sure. All right, well, thank you very much for tuning in, and we will see you again next week. Thanks, Jeff.